friend, and welcome or welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a get it all done with me video. I haven't filmed one of these in forever and I'm really excited to bring you along. I want to get some decluttering done. My junk drawer is completely out of control, but I'm really excited about this new system I'm setting up. I also need to do a toy rotation, and then underneath in my kitchen, I have a cupboard where I store educational stuff that we use all the time. It is a complete mess. So I need to get that done. I'm also gonna cook some lunch, and a huge thank you to Green Chef for partnering with me on a portion of today's video. I've got a lot to do and it's almost noon. Let's start with the decluttering project. So I have this really nice large drawer in my kitchen, but it is such a nightmare to keep clean because these boxes are in the way and they don't fit great in here. Like every time I'm opening and shutting this, the boxes just get completely destroyed. So I wanted to come up with a solution that allowed me to get every single one of these boxes out of this drawer. And I'm not worried at all about having this extra space. In fact, I like it. I love my home to be able to breathe, and it is not breathing right now. So we're gonna get this cleaned out, but let me show you this awesome little system that I got on Amazon for these. So I grabbed these off of Amazon. Now the reason they're taped is because it came with these little screws, but they're all too long. I do not want to crack this cupboard, so we are just going to go ahead and buy some shorter ones. But I wanted to see how it would work, and it works amazing. Look at this. I am really excited about this because there's all this extra real estate, I like to call it, inside of a cabinet door. I've used the inside of my cabinet doors so many times for different things like this, but it shuts perfectly. There's plenty of room for this, so I am loving this. And then I have another one over here that I will keep my little sandwich bags in. So isn't that awesome? I am really excited about these. I'm going to leave these linked down below for you guys in case you want to check them out. They were pretty inexpensive, and I was thinking you could use them for like homework folders. Let me know what else you think you could use them for, because I just think they're so handy. That is how I'm going to be storing those, just to get them out of that junk drawer. Then I just noticed too, if you rip the tops off of these boxes, it makes it really, really easy just to pull them out, you know, from standing up. So you can just come over here and grab one. So if you're going to use these, pull the tops off of your baggy boxes. Now that those are out of here, I can really start to focus on this drawer and cleaning it out so that it functions better for our family.
Nothing out there could ever stop me from chasing after the way you love me, keeping me up 2 cups of coffee. Baby, you make me feel so lovely. I keep on running, no, I shouldn't want it. I keep on pulling right into your door, I can't get you off my mind. So sweet.
This looks so much better. In fact, I think I can go through here and get rid of some of these pens. I need to check and see if they're working. And then I switched out the tools, which it just doesn't make sense to have them in here, with my menu. This is my little menu plan. I've shared this in videos before, but I have weekly menus in here, and it makes sense to have it right next to my menu board. So that makes all the sense in the world. And then here, I like having notebooks down here so I can write things down, take notes. Maybe I need to use it while I'm teaching piano. So let's see if this works out better. We might like scoot it over, get the tape in front. I don't know. There's a bunch of ways we could arrange this, but I feel so much better about this. And I feel like the junk drawer is one of those things that you have to re-declutter about every month, or it will just continue to be out of control. As a busy mom, I can really appreciate Green Chef. This is a meal delivery service that comes straight to your door. All of the ingredients are pre-measured and they deliver it contact-free, which I think is great. These meals take about 30 minutes to prepare. They are so easy. I love that because I can include my kids in the process. All of the ingredients come pre-measured, which for me is so nice because it just saves me on dishes and making a big mess in the kitchen. Each of these recipes are packed with flavor, which blows my mind. They really don't compromise on flavor, even though the recipes are so simple to assemble. And the ingredients always come super fresh and they're also seasonal. One of my absolute favorite things about this delivery service is that there is no shopping or meal planning or meal prepping involved. It literally takes the guesswork out of everything. Also, the ingredients come with these very detailed, easy to follow recipe cards. I love that they include step-by-step instructions and pictures. I'm very visual. So this works awesome for me and I love how easy it is to follow along. You have the option to switch up your meal plans each week. You can do keto, paleo friendly, plant-powered meals. I always go for loads of veggies. So I'm doing the plant-powered meals this week, but you can just keep changing it up as often as you'd like. And I think that's really great because it exposes you to so many different recipes. It's also really easy to make substitutions and you can use the recipe cards later for future meals. Click the link below to get $130 across 4 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Some additional restrictions apply, so be sure to see greenchef.com/terms for more details. Today for lunch, I made this creamy risotto. It has peas and asparagus and cream cheese, and it is just divine. Okay. Let's have an honest little moment here. So I bought these darling chairs off of Amazon and my intention was to not let Lila, she's 3, sit on them because I knew it would just ruin them. Here's the other one. I just did not stick with the rule. And this is what we have. And I have tried everything to get the stains out of these chairs. And I've used like really solid solutions that are meant for upholstery. I used one of those like carpet cleaners that's meant for upholstery. Nothing will save these chairs. I ordered new ones, which I hate that that's how the story ends. I hate that I had to waste the money and learn the lesson the hard way because ultimately I'm just buying chair covers, which I should have done in the beginning. That's the sad story. Let me know what you would do with them. Somebody could recover them, I suppose, but they're just terrible. So let me know, should I donate them or should I throw them in a recycle? I hate doing that, but like I said, there's where we are with it. Oh no, guys. Okay, these just arrived, which is why I'm talking about them right now. I thought these were the same color chair, and they are not. They are way darker. So I like the color of the leg. I think that's cute. That really matches what I have going on. This is not the right color chair. I don't think it's gonna look good. I'm tempted to put it together anyway and just see what you guys think. Here's the new chair. I really don't think I love it. This looks more like an office chair to me, whereas this looks a little bit more elegant and it just looks better in the dining room. We've got paper all over the floor from Lila's project. Plus, I like the studs on this. I think I'm going to return this. What do you think? it's just too dark and it's just not quite what I'm looking for. But let me know. It's tomorrow. I could not get everything done yesterday, which is fine. I don't The reason I want to make these videos is partially to give you motivation, partially to show you that once you simplify your life, you don't have as much to do. I really did want to mention that. Like in other get it all done with me's that I've seen on the internet, I'm honestly kind of stressed out watching them, and that's not true for everyone. But for me, I'm like, that's too much. I can't do all of that. I don't want to feel like I should do all of that. So I want to show you too, just from somebody who's highly simplified their home, that when you get it all done, you don't actually have too much to do. And it's okay if you don't get it all done in one day. Let's go ahead and tackle this little school cupboard and see what we can actually donate. There might even be some trash in there. And then let's get to that toy rotation. This is what we're dealing with. I love having an educational cupboard in my kitchen because we're in here so frequently. I just love having everything so easily accessible. So it is hard to keep it clean. But again, I think that's just because there's too much in here. It shouldn't be that hard to manage. I don't think things are fitting properly in these buckets, which is the boundary I've set. So let's go through this and see what we can get rid of. Some of the things that we love to have in this little educational cupboard, obviously, is construction paper. We have a ton of it. The kids use it to make paper airplanes, and there's a little map up here on the counter that I set up there, and then they just love to draw on them. So we always like to have construction paper. Then the kids just have little journals and different books that are appropriate for their age, that are educational. A lot of activity books, things that are great for like a boring afternoon or even for church. Like if we put them in a bag, they can take them to church just so they have something to keep their hands busy. But I will go ahead and link some of our favorite books that we keep in these bins down below. We also have stickers. Lila, because she's 3, she definitely has the most in her bin. We also have a lot of art supplies like paint, markers, and crayons. We also love the invisible markers. They are so nice. And then I just wanted to consolidate some of these colored pencils as well. There are some stickers. Yeah, so that's kind of what we keep down here. This is so much better. This is another area like the utility drawer, the junk drawer, that has to be gone through in my house every, few weeks or every month. I've realized that the more often you get into a space, the more frequently you need to declutter it. So my kids are in here every single day. So it makes sense that I would have to go through it often. This is the pile of stuff that I'm either going to recycle or donate. That's a huge pile. There is a ton of stuff in here. We've got some things that are broken, some things I was able to just consolidate, which is great. Oh yeah, I do want to donate that. My kids never did it. I always get more out than I think I'm going to. So this is all leaving my house. Also, a couple weeks ago, I posted a video about the things I was decluttering from my home. This little organizer was one of the things I said I was going to just keep around for a little bit and see if I could figure out a way to use it. It used to be under my bathroom sink. It is perfect for paints, markers, and crayons. Literally the perfect size. So I'm glad that I didn't just donate those immediately, but waited a minute to see if there was going to be something that came along that I could use that for, because that is perfect. Here are the toys in my daughter's closet. There are too many for this space. I honestly should declutter some more, and I think I will. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take about half of them, and a lot of these are books too. One of the ways I like to judge if a room simply has too much in it is I ask how long would it take me to clean this up if everything in the room were dumped out. And in this case, since we're dealing with toys and clothes and books, it's taking me around 15 minutes to get the room clean, and for me, that's just too long. And since she's just little, she does help me, but it's hard for her to do the whole thing by herself. So this falls on me, and it's too much. So I like a room to take around 5 minutes to clean. Like if everything were dumped out, if all the pillows were off the couch, if the throw blankets were on the floor, I mean everything. So for me, 15 minutes is just too long. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna divide these toys and books in half. So let's go ahead and sticking with that, keeping that in mind, and let's get some of this out of here. We need to put these in the bucket, okay? Can you put them in the bucket? Thank you, darling. Put it in the bucket right here. See if you can make a basket. Good job, you did it. Even after minimizing our home significantly, I still like to make sure that we have a really nice, kind of robust library, but I am picky about the books that we bring into our home. So I like to choose things that are really beautifully written, have gorgeous illustrations, are educational in some way. So I pick up books all over the place. I love to pick them up at secondhand shops as well. So that is an entire bin we are going to take down to the basement for rotation. And this is a lot better. I got rid of several dolls, half the books, and it's just going to be a lot easier to manage, maintain, and clean. So if you find like you're getting really frustrated in a room, the next time everything gets dumped out, time yourself and see how long it's taking you to clean it up. And, you know, declutter what you have to until you're around that 5-minute mark, or whatever mark it is that you feel is perfect for you. But for me, 5 minutes is all I'm willing to spend. Don't forget to check out Green Chef. The link will be down below along with that coupon code. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit subscribe and I'll see you soon. Bye.